First at noon, fired from the force. The Broward Sheriff's Office making the announcement about 4 deputies this morning, more than 1 year after the deadly shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. An internal affairs investigation was launched after the deadly shooting in Parkland. Today, we learned 7 deputies were part of that investigation, but only 3 were allowed to return to the force. CBS 4's Ted Scouten is live near Fort Lauderdale with those details. Ted.
Lauren, that internal affairs investigation is now complete, and as a result, 2 deputies were officially fired earlier this month, and then 2 more were fired just yesterday. The sheriff telling us this morning that the cause is neglect of duty.
7 deputies were the subjects of the internal affairs investigation at my request, and our findings, as this investigation is now concluded, included the termination of 2 employees yesterday.
Broward Sheriff Gregory Toney announcing more deputies were fired after the massacre at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School on Valentine's Day of 2018. This comes as the internal affairs investigation is now complete. Those terminated deputies are Sergeant Brian Miller, let go earlier this month. Deputy Edward Eason was let go yesterday. Deputy Scott Peterson was officially fired June 4th, and Deputy Joshua Stambaugh was terminated yesterday.
It became clear to me and our command staff that this was neglect of duty. And it was one of the most severe consequences, as we lost 17 people.
The sheriff also talked about 2 other high-profile cases. In April, cell phone video captured 15-year-old DeLuca Roll being pepper sprayed and slammed to the ground in Tamarack. 2 deputies are under investigation. The sheriff said they concluded their initial internal affairs investigation and are now waiting to hear from the state attorney.
And it was turned over and submitted to the state attorney's office on May 10th of 2019. We are continuing to wait until the state attorney makes a decision as to whether or not there's going to be any criminal charges that they may pursue related to this incident before we can move forward and finalize our internal affairs investigation.
Sheriff Toney also addressed the case of a man being punched by a deputy while handcuffed to a hospital bed. In this one, too, he said they're waiting on the state attorney.
This isn't something that we're going to delay with or something that we're going to drag out, but the reality of it is it's not in our hands anymore. We have to wait till it returns back.
Now, the 3 other deputies who were investigated in the Marjory Stoneman Douglas case, they will keep their jobs. If you want to get a look at that internal affairs investigation, just go to our website, cbsmiami.com. Live at BSO headquarters, Ted Scouten, CBS 4 News.